Men and women are extraordinarily different. In fact, they're opposites. And so they're seriously, seriously different. And once we start looking at that and realizing that and acting with that understanding, we can do more to come together and learn from each other. And really, it's masculinity and femininity. Those are really the only two things. And every individual has a mix of both. There are people that are female that are mostly have masculine consciousnesses, and there are people that are male whose consciousness are very feminine. And there are people, and probably the best people are male or female with a balanced consciousness that's kind of half feminine and half masculine. And we have so much to talk about in this regard. But being a male and being a female is vastly different, and it's mainly due to our bodies. It is. And that's why a man can never be a woman, because he didn't get that body. He can have a very feminine consciousness, but he can't be a woman, and a woman can't be a man, and then there are people, hermaphrodites, and there are tragic accidents like that all the time. Retarded people, there are all sorts of birth defects that are horrible and frightening, but that's not the norm. That's a very small percentage of the population, and mistakes are part of existence. And yes, they are mistakes. Nature is not intending to do that. It's trying to make males and females, and sometimes things go wrong. But male and female, our bodies, that is what dictates a masculinity and femininity, because men are stronger. They don't have babies. Women have babies and they connect to other human beings in a way that men will never understand. Even if you have a strongly feminine consciousness, you don't understand that connection, that visceral, physical connection to human life that you do if you have a womb, if you are a woman, if you have breasts that can feed another individual. I mean, that is, it's a bit freaky and scary when you're on my side, and at the same time, it's a beauty beyond the stars that I can't, if I try to go there, it's beyond me. It brings me to my knees, which is what women do to most men. They bring us to our knees with their beauty and their compassion and all the stuff that is very different, and it comes from having a female body, living in a world where you are wanted desperately by the other half of the population that are men and are much bigger than you, causes you to create certain things in your life. You start learning from day one. I have this body, this female body, and here is what I have to do to survive. And if you're a man, you have this masculine body. Here's what I have to do to survive. And here's what I can do with my body. And women are, here's what I can't do with my body. In a lot of instances, there's a lot of men can stand up and pee. I mean, that's a silly kind of thing, but it sort of exemplifies the whole process, that there are a lot of things that men can do that women kind of look at and go, whoa, that would be cool. And that's one reason they like us, thank God, because in a lot of ways, we're just terrible and they're really not. And it goes back and forth. And in the end, it's the yin and the yang. It's equal. We're equal, but in our opposition, and the fact that we're opposites, but we are both two halves of the whole that move humanity forward, that create new life, that hopefully raise new life with a male and a female in the home, where the child can, see examples of both and learn from that about itself and its mate that hopefully it will have. But we're equal and we're opposite, and so we're both need to be respected, as our intellect needs to be respected. And if it's, since we're opposite, we're not going to completely understand the other. And so we have to go the extra mile and really listen and sometimes both of us are wrong. I mean, it's a work in progress, but that will give us the basis where we can really start moving forward. If we say, okay, we're equal, but we're also opposite. We're not the same.